Welcome to my channel, Aries. This is going to be your weekly reading for September 8th through the 12th. As always, this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate. Please take what does and leave what does not. I do not read gender, so you can reverse the roles as you see fit. As always, this is for the collective Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Cross watchers are always welcome. So let's see what messages we have coming in for the sign of Aries this week. So we have creation. Aries, I feel like this week you're going to have some creative juices really just tapping in. If there is a project or some sort of work endeavor that you are thinking, if you're thinking of being an entrepreneur or starting something creatively in the creative arts, this week would be the week for you to tap into that. If there is something that you want to like plan out, some sort of project that you were thinking of pursuing, this is definitely the week where your creative juices are going to be flowing. Okay, let's see what other messages come in for you. Let's see, frenemy. So fake friends to face hidden intentions, heart to heart, deep conversations, intimate discussions, blunt and honest. And then uninvited guests, surprise accident, big change, moment of big decision. Okay, so for some of you, these um creative endeavors that you plan on doing, just be careful. You might have some people in your energy that aren't really too happy with what it is that you are going to be either starting or initiating when it comes to a creative project, or it may attract people who aren't always really in your corner. So just be mindful of who comes around you, who really doesn't celebrate your success. Okay, I do feel like you are going to be either blowing up in whatever it is that you decide to do, and you're going to attract people who are going to be unhappy with your success. And I think that that's part of the growth in when you start a business or when you become very successful in what you do, your craft, right? I feel like that is just a normal process. You will encounter people who aren't always on your side, which is a sad thing, but very true for a lot of us. Okay. I do feel like you're going to be very successful when it comes to this creative project. So whatever it is that you plan on initiating, I'm getting like YouTube channel or some sort of social platform endeavor. If you are planning on doing that, it will be successful. I do feel like that is something that you are going to really thrive in, but you do have to put in the work. Okay, there is conversations that will come out of it that you'll see some you're gonna be in conversations with people that you're going to see a different side of them, right? Based on your successes. And what I mean by that is like I feel like someone in your energy is also happy with your success. So just like you have frenemies, I feel like you're going to have a lot of support systems that are going to really work in your favor when it comes to this particular adventure. Okay. See what other messages come in. So you got trapped, stuck, tied down, captive, and then thinking, missing you, craving, and desiring. So there is something in you, someone in your circle that you are really um missing at this point. I don't know if maybe you were supposed to start a project with someone who's no longer in this realm with you. That's very specific. It's not going to resonate with everyone, but um someone was supposed to start a project with you that no longer is with you, whether that person passed or if the person had a falling out with you. It just did not work out with that person. And so I do feel like you're going to be picking up where they left off and really, really making things go through for you here. You do get in your head sometimes regarding this matter. So I do see that for some of you. Let's see if we get any other messages. Spirit, give me other messages for the sign of Aries for the week of 9/8, 9/12. For some of you, I do feel like there is a relationship that you may have been in, like at a distance with, that you're now um, contemplating giving it a second chance, right? You're contemplating spinning the block with this person. I do feel like there was something that was done either by that person or yourself that could have put a wrench in the relationship. And so that was something that you really were intuitive on. And so you picked up on the red flags and you kind of pulled out from that relationship. But there was underlying love. And so I do feel like some of you will be giving someone that second go around. But it will be the final one if they do fumble that bag one more time. Okay. Because you are a person that comes with receipts. So I feel like if the relationship does not thrive, which I kind of see it here on this side, if it doesn't thrive the second time around, it's kind of the last go around with that relationship. All right. Let's see what Tarot has to say for you, Aries, here for the week of September 8th through September 12th. And I've already saged my decks and set the intentions for your read, Aries. Let's see what Tarot has to say. Actually, I would like to pick these up and take these out of the way. All right, let's see what messages Tarot. Spirit, give me messages for the sign of Aries for September 8th through the 12th. What do we have coming in for the sign of Aries this week? You've got the Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, the 10 of of Cups. Whoa. 10 of Cups, Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles. 2 pages in a row. It's definitely some communication coming in. So like I said in the previous, some of you are in a relationship that is going to require some patience, right? But I do feel like there's going to be active communication with this person. Um, there may have been some issues regarding money, or perhaps someone felt like someone was giving more than the other person, and that may be the reason that the relationship is a little bit rocky right now. But I do see a light at the end of the tunnel. I do feel like with active communication, you could make things work with this person. Okay. We've got the High Priestess, 8 of Swords, and the Magician. Some of you are really manifesting some sort of a new beginning, whether that's in a business or in a relationship. So I do feel like some of you really want to make changes in your life that you are putting your mind to, and you're being very focused when it comes to this manifestation. Okay, some of you are really really good manifestors, and so what you put your mind to and what you set intentions for, you do see come to fruition. Love is one of them. Okay, so I do feel like some of you are really manifesting just your true partnership, because you're feeling either if you're in a connection that is a little bit unstable and rocky, then you're feeling like things are kind of drifting away. But for those of you who are single, I do feel like some relationships in the past may have caused a feeling of sort of despair, but it was more you in your head. And so some of you may have some insecurities that you kind of brought into that previous um connection, and so it may have caused a rupture. That's very specific. Once again, it's not going to be for everyone, but I do feel like you're learning from your past mistakes in order to move forward with a new connection. We've got Knight of Cups, 6 of Cups, and the 6 of Wands. So 2 6s in a row for me signify like harmony, cooperation, some sort of balance that you're having. So some of you are really coming into your own when it comes to growth, when it comes to self improvement. I do feel like this week you are going to be working on your physical appearance, or you're thinking of making some sort of change with the way you either carry yourself, or the way you portray yourself to others, or the way that you um convey your message to others, as far as your physical appearance, as far as how you speak to people. Some of you are going into communication roles where you're going to be doing some sort of mastery, or taking classes to improve your communication so that you come across um, more professionally and more in a um, respectable way to others. For others, I do see a love coming in that you are either in communication with now. So some of you are doing online dating. I do see that here, where you may meet someone that's going to really, really vibe with your same energy. It's almost going to feel nostalgic for you this week. So if you are already dating, then the relationship is going to start feeling that way if it has not already. You've got Temperance card, the Ace of Wands, and the Emperor. Okay, some of you may be dealing with an Aries or an Aquarius. I do feel like for a lot of you with these two, major arcanas here, there is some change coming in. There is improvement when it comes to your love life. This week, I do feel like there's a lot of love energy here. So there's going to be some changes and or modifications that you'll be doing to your relationships this week. I do feel like there's going to be heavy, heavy passion between you and someone that you may have either previously connected with, or you are in connection with now. The relationship that you really want and manifested is going to be very balanced, very cohesive, very in tune with what you are expecting. And so you will be giving and getting back in return what you put out. So I do feel like some of you are more mindful with how you treat the person that you have in your corner. And those improvements and or adjustments are going to be to your benefit this week. So to close out the message, I want to go ahead and drop a final forest spirit oracle card. These cards represent some sort of animal or forest being, to see what the overall message is for the sign of Aries for the week of September 8th through the 12th. Let's see what messages we have. These are new, so I'm excited to use this for you, Aries. Let's see what message we get. I'll take just one. You've got the bat spirit. So superpower miracle, soul traveler, search for unknown powers that will bring you good luck. So overall, the message for the week is that you're going to be really um, doing some self-reflection and introspection, right? Where you're going to truly really tap into what your superpower is. And because of that, you will bring yourself all that you manifest, all that positive energy, all of those um good vibes and energies are going to be coming to you this week. You're just going to overall feel like the week is going to be very positive, very energetic, specifically in love. You're going to have a much better outcome. There is a few here and there messages previously that would resonate for those of you who are kind of going through a rough patch, but I feel like the ones that are going through a rough patch in love will come out victorious, because you're going to either learn from those past errors and implement them in the future for something better, or you're going to grow, right? And learn the lesson amongst you and your partner and make that work for you. So that is the message that I've got for you, Aries, for the week of September 8th to September 12th. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you in the next one. Namaste. Bye.